What up, everybody? Me, K Doobie. It's back again to talk about what I'm collecting currently. So I've been really into the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the original series since I was a kid, pretty much, and they've just been blowing up with the collectibles recently. I think that license has been sold out to so much stuff at this point, but I don't mind it because I enjoy collecting it. So these are the from Funko, the pint-size heroes, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. They're actually have some exclusives spread across 3 different stores, and currently I actually have everything that they've released so far. Still waiting on Walmart actually to get in their line because Walmart will have 4 more exclusives that I'll be looking to add. But the reason why I wanted to post this video is just because I wanted to show them all off together and how good they look, because I do think these things are awesome. But also I wanted to just kind of talk about some tips and tricks, kind of like, there's no tricks involved, but just kind of things that you can look out for if you're trying to collect these. They're blind bags, so you do have to do a little bit of bag filling unless you want to end up with a whole bunch of duplicates. But I just want to give a little, quick walkthrough of all of them, explain what I think is cool about them, and then kind of tell you what you can feel on them. So we'll start with just the first row. So the Green Ranger, you can feel this gem on his head as well as the ridge that goes all the way across the back. Those things are going to be things that let you know that's more than likely a Ranger, and it's more than likely Green Ranger. Pink is going to have that same ridge that goes all the way down her back, so really the only way to tell the difference between Pink and Green is to feel their visor. The visors are going to be the tell on the Rangers' helmets every single time. So if you feel the visor, which is going to be that flat part in between the raised, everything else will be raised in the flat visor, you got a Ranger. Black Ranger is the only one that's got this ridged nose in the middle of his visor, so when you're filling the visor, you should be able to feel his horns plus that weird piece that's going to be in the middle of it. The red and the blue, I think, are pretty challenging ones to tell apart. Again, it's their visors that are different, but it's still like something that's hard to really. The red feels like the eyes, which feels like the blue horns. That was the difficult one. Same thing goes with yellow, but with yellow, the tusk on the mask, or the fangs on the mask, will also help you tell the difference between it and some of the other Rangers. White Ranger, same thing. His helmet's just so unique, so you can feel the ridges of his helmet, and then once you know it's a visor, you know it's actually the White Ranger. So it's really helpful to tell if you're getting a White Ranger. Now, as far as metallics go, there's no secret to it. If you're going for it, there's a chance you could get the regular one, or there's a chance you could get the metallic movie one. But again, it's just, you got to gamble to take that chance. Hopefully you're getting the one you're looking for. In the Walmart line, there is a metallic Red Ranger, so I'm really hoping I get that one without having to get too many of the regular Red Rangers, since I already have it. So, alright, that moves on to some of the more, now we're on to some of the store exclusives, which is the unmasked Rangers. So the Green Ranger, Pink Ranger, let's see here. Green Ranger, Pink Ranger, Black Ranger, and Scorpina are all exclusive to Walgreens. So the way you're going to find those is Scorpina's head is the weirdest thing, and she has this little hook that hangs off of it. You can feel that hook pretty obviously through the bag, but it feels very similar to the Green Ranger's ponytail. So the thing is he definitely has the weirdest, the only one with the ponytail, so that's how you know it's going to be him. But because Walgreens and them both have those, the hook on her head feels very similar to the ponytail. The Pink Ranger, her hair is just super obvious. It's really big, and it hangs down lower than everything else. No other Ranger or nothing else they came out with has something that hangs down like that in the back, so you're going to know it's her. Black Ranger, his head is so rippled you can almost feel it instantly on the bag, and it's the only one whose ripples are going to be on the top of his head. The putties have the same similar, I guess, ripple on their face, but the hair is just so obvious when it's on top of it. Now, the next ones are going to be the GameStop exclusives, and the GameStop exclusives were much more difficult. It's Lord Zed, Finster, Unmasked Blue Ranger, and Unmasked Red Ranger. The Blue Ranger, if you can get lucky enough to feel right on the glasses are the only thing that feels like that, just a perfect circle molded on their face. But you have to get lucky enough to find that in the bag. So these two are kind of hard to find because they're not super obvious, but the Red Ranger has spiky hair, and sometimes you can feel that spike on the top, and it does feel different than all the Rangers. So the spike on the back of the head is a good thing to find for the Red Ranger, and the Blue Ranger, it's all about the glasses. So the other exclusive is Finster and Lord Zed. So Lord Zed is quite obvious. He's the only one that's going to have this big tall thing coming off of the figure. You might not necessarily feel that it's a Z, but you'll feel that it's like a sword almost sticking out. And then Finster, his head is so weird, and those ears feel so strange in the bag that you know it's something different than most things. And you can feel the difference between him and Rita, because her hair is obviously her hair, and his ears are, like I said, they feel different. So then the only thing really left is going to be the putties, and they're kind of hard to find. They're kind of like not showing up as they should, I don't think, in some of the store exclusives. But again, it's going to feel very similar to a Ranger, but they're not going to have a visor. So that's how you're going to know that it's a putty, is if it feels like a Ranger, but there's no visor. And then Goldar, his head's so unique, and like you can feel that ridge going all the way around the top of his head. And the same thing goes for Alpha. Their heads are just too unique not to know that it's them. So they're the pretty obvious ones of the bags. But like I said, I'm still missing some, because Walmart is going to come out with their exclusive, which is Zordon, which is a must. Unmasked White Ranger, Unmasked Yellow Ranger, and Metallic Red Ranger, movie Red Ranger, like I said. And that one's going to be hard to get, but like I said, I'm really looking forward to just completing this. You can see the gaps, you know, Unmasked Yellow, Unmasked White, Metallic Red is going to go on the far left corner, and then Zordon will go right behind him. So looking forward to completing the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Pint-Size Heroes, but just wanted to show off, you know, how good they can look all together. Appreciate it.